Hi. Well, when I met them for the first time, which was at the casting director's office, I told them, how much I love the script and how much I love the first movie, Swiss Army Man. And I did tell them that, back then it was difficult to be an Asian actor. And I thank them for writing this script because it was the script that I wanted to read for a long time. Hollywoods don't write scripts like that back then. So for them to write this, and if you look at it, I mean, this script could have featured any family. It could be a white family, a black family, a Latino family, but yet they chose to write it for a Chinese family. And that is how I got to be in this. So I thank them for that script. And of course, I'm so grateful to them when they offered me to play Wayman. That is the greatest gift of all. They gave me this amazing second act that I didn't think it was possible. The most difficult period, I would have to say, when I graduated from high school and wanted to do acting full time. And this was like after I've done Indiana Jones, I've done Goonies. In fact, I was in Japan. I did a movie called The Passenger. So I've already gotten, a number of movies under my belt. And I was waiting, I wanted to graduate high school and to do this full time. And when that came, but then those opportunities dried up, I was very confused. I was very dispirited, disheartened. I didn't know, I was so lost because I didn't know what I was going to do. All I knew what to do back then was to act. And yet there were no opportunities for me. So when I decided to step away and enroll myself in film school, it was really at film school that I found my footing, because now I was surrounded by people who shared the same passion, who spoke the same language, the film language. And that was when I decided, that was when I really was happy again, because now I have a purpose. I see there's a road for me moving forward. And honestly, I wouldn't change a thing. I think, a full life, a beautiful life, is a life full of ups and downs. You don't know what sweetness tastes like until you taste, a bitterness. And for me to have this incredible movie right now is everything's worth it. Well, first of all, I'm very proud of it because our depiction of the Asian immigrant story is very accurate. I think we did a really good job. And also, for me, my parents gave up everything they had to get my entire family here in the United States, so that we can have opportunities and we can have a bright future. Certainly, I don't know what my life would have been like had they not made that sacrifice. So to me, they are my heroes. And when you talk about, the immigrant story, and you see Wayman and Evelyn and the intergenerational trauma with our daughter Joy, I mean, so that is something that's very, very relatable. It's so, the theme is so universal that even though, the Daniels decided to write it as a Chinese American family, it could be anybody. And I think that's why, our story resonated with people so much, because they see themselves in this family. My family growing up, this is all very familiar to me. And that's why I feel so lucky and so grateful to be a part of this family, to be a part of this movie. And our movie has a great theme. It's about kindness. It's about love. It's about family. It's about empathy. And it comes out at just the right time, when the world has suffered so much through the pandemic. To have our little movie out like this and to inspire people. One of the great things that came out of all of this is meeting a lot of fans in person and hearing their stories and how our movie changed their lives, deeply impacted them. I mean, those are wonderful. We've heard so many great stories. In fact, there was one in particular, for example, a husband and a wife who has a 2-year-old and is about to get a divorce. And they saw our movie and they saw the relationship between Wayman and Evelyn and decided to give their marriage another chance. And they're seeing a therapist right now. And when I hear stories like this, I get so emotional because that's what movies should do. It should inspire people. It should heal people. It should bring people together.